goes, "Oh, because you looked so happy with Tris." And I was like, "Ooh, shit."
Ooh.
I was romancing her the whole time. All right, everybody, welcome to Hot Couch Potato, the podcast where we talk about video games and figures. My name is Brent, aka Buwop. I'm here with my man's Rick, aka New Perfect Day. What's going on, man?
So, what's going on with you, my friend? Because I heard you are surviving the corona. Or
Dos Equis, dude. This is the Dos Equis
the
virus,
Dos
man.
Equis.
Yeah, it's not quite corona yet. Yeah, man. I just been horribly sick since Wednesday, dude. Like, it was pretty bad. I was on my deathbed for a little bit, dude. I was about to write my will, give you my PlayStation 4 and my computer, dude. It was looking bad. It was one of those flus where like my whole body hurt, like I couldn't breathe. I was just all congested, dude. I was scared to go to sleep because I thought I wouldn't be able to breathe no more, man. It was all over the place, but thankfully I'm still kind of young and kind of spry, so I was able to recover. I'm still recovering right now, as it sounds like it. So if you hear me cough or wheeze or anything through this, you'll know why, dude. But yeah, I definitely think the next time I get sick, though, I'm going to the doctor. I'm gonna not be as stubborn anymore, man.
You can still go to the doctor now.
I mean, I should actually, because that's the thing, right? Like, I don't even know if it's just being a guy or if it's a Filipino thing where it's like you get sick and it's like it'll just wash over, dude. Just let me drink a bunch of orange juice and water, you know? That was not the situation this week, dude. I was down in all kinds of NyQuil, Robitussin, all kinds of shit, man. My schedule for the past 4 or 5 days was eat eggs and rice, fucking down some NyQuil, go to sleep, wake up, do it again, wake up, do it again. I did that shit like 5 or 6 times, and all of a sudden it's fucking Sunday, dude. So
Damn.
we're out here, man. Still alive, still kicking, but
That's good.
It looked dire, you know. I was really near the gates of heaven at one point, I think.
No, you got like 50 more years.
Shit. Now I'm getting sick like this, dude. No, I'm definitely, next time and that's the worst part, right? Is I felt it a little bit on Wednesday. I felt my throat kind of itch. I was like, oh no, don't tell me I'm getting sick, right? Wake up Thursday morning and it's just full blown like body aches and shit, man.
Yeah.
Horrible, dude. I hate how you could see it coming from a mile away. And it's the worst feeling ever, dude.
Yeah, especially when your throat and it's like itching a lot and your nose kind of sniffling. Then I'm like, damn it! So I'm like taking all the emergencies I can, taking all the vitamins, and then I think it's a 50-50 for me. Like sometimes it'll work, and then sometimes I'm like, nah, it's too late. I'm already in the zone. So
yeah, man. So that was like half my week thrown down the drain. I think I saw a text from you in the midst of those 4 days asking to play Monster Hunter or something. I was like, oh, Rick wants to play Monster Hunter. And then I kind of just fell asleep and dropped my phone, dude. So
yeah, it's cool, man.
I was fucking out, man. It was crazy.
Yeah.
If you ever want to make 4 days pass really, really quickly, just fucking take NyQuil, dude. That shit'll fuck you up.
Dude, yeah. Especially when I had the flu, I would like down a bunch of NyQuil, ibuprofen, Tylenol, just to knock me out, so I wouldn't have to feel all of that.
Yeah, that's just great. I mean, on the plus side of things, I do feel really, really rested right now. You know what I mean? Like I was just taking just regular Robitussin during the day today, so I think tonight I'm gonna get a decent night's sleep. But yeah, all that sleeping, I'm glad I'm not tired. If I was still tired after all that sleeping, that'd be an issue, man.
Yeah, dude, take some apples. I'm a believer of apples.
Apples.
Because, yeah, one time I was like sick a while back, and I couldn't get over my cold like at all. And I think one of our friends like just gave me an apple for like a whole week, one a day. And then all of a sudden, like I was completely better. And I was like, oh, okay, now I'm an advocate of that whole phrase, 1 apple a day keeps the doctor away or something like that.
Wait, what kind of apples though? Just like a regular?
It was just like red apples.
Okay.
Regular red apples. But Yeah, it definitely helped. That and Gatorade too. And then like I try to preach it to everybody, and yeah, some of our friends use it, and it does work. Some don't, but still, I'm
Weird.
like, yeah. When I get sick, nothing but Gatorade, apples, orange juice, and night sleep.
Speaking of weird food things, did you know that tomatoes help against spicy food?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either until I watched you know that YouTube channel The Hot Ones or something? Or
Uh,
that YouTube show The Hot Ones?
the hot
Someone
wings stuff.
yeah. Someone ate a hot wing and they gave the person a bunch of tomatoes afterward when they were stressing out. So apparently that
Hmm.
works. And orange juice too, which I thought milk was the number one, but apparently orange juice is the number one.
Hmm. I'm still gonna drink. Well,
Milk.
no, I'll take that back. I'm not gonna even eat the hot, so I'm not gonna be in that situation.
Shit, I know, man. It's the worst. I think for me, spicy food's okay coming in. It's coming out is just the worst part, man. And you know it's gonna be bad when you feel that in your stomach where it goes and you can feel that grumble like from the top to the bottom of your stomach. That's where it's bad, dude. That's where it's
Yep.
fucking bad. Oh, tax update, dude. I got my state taxes back. Did you get your whole return?
I got, or it says I'm getting my state tax Monday. And
Okay.
then so I was like, okay, not bad. That's pretty fast because I don't know. I'm still going to get my federal. And I'm going to think it's going to be 2 weeks from now, around the
Damn, that
20th.
long, you think, dude?
Yeah, because I filed it around the 30th of
Mhm.
January. So I'm pretty sure it might be either hopefully this week, but definitely it's going to be next week.
Yeah, we got paid this past week, and I got the
Yep.
little state return, which was like $300 or something like that. So
Uh,
that was cool, but I'm still waiting for the big federal return. I was hoping it'd all come at the same time, so I just have this huge payday in 1 week, but fortunately didn't work out like that. But that's pretty quick, man. About a week for me, at least for the state tax. It's pretty quick, so
yeah, that was weird. Like, I normally get the state refund like later after
Mhm.
I get my tax return or federal.
Mhm.
So I'm like, okay, I guess they're going pretty fast.
It's the state knows they owe us that money, dude. That's why, man. Anyways, so what else is going on, dude?
Went to L.A.
Oh, nice.
Went with my girlfriend and her dad, and we went to L.A. But half of the reason too was to celebrate like early Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, how much money, dude?
This was the most money I've ever spent in my entire life on a meal.
Wait, okay, so you went to LA. Was it just to go to LA, or was it to go to the specific food
It was
place?
for her dad
Okay.
mainly.
Mm-hmm.
But since we're up there, Marnelli is pretty. She likes the Top Chef stuff.
Okay.
So basically, there's a restaurant. One of the Top Chef winners, has a basic. There's one down here, by the way. It's Juniper and Ivy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of her favorites. The other one we haven't tried before, and I guess they recently opened up or something, and you have to reserve in advance. And so we did. I opened up the menu. These people are friendly. It's a pretty high end restaurant, and I look at it. The menu price, not so bad.
Okay.
It's around like maybe $20, maybe a dish kind of thing. And the good thing is you don't have to really dress up. You can kind of go in casually, dress casually. Her, like so I was like saying, oh yeah, since it's Valentine's Day, I'll let you go ahead and get whatever you want. I didn't know that she was gonna get the whole dang menu, so she wanted to try everything, and I was like, in my head, I was like doing all the math as quickly as possible, and I was like, I pray. I pray. Oh my God. So basically, she was ordering a lot of things. I think it was like maybe five dishes.
Okay.
5 dishes.
Okay.
So like I guess 2 appetizers, and then we're sharing the entrees.
Okay.
The guy who's taking our order, he was like, with his eyes open, he's like, "Are you sure you want to order this much?" It's like just the two of you. You know, you can. You know, are you sure? And then she was like, "Yeah, for sure." And then she asked the question. There's like one. There was basically only one thing I'm interested on the menu, and that's like beef, not beef tartare, short rib.
Okay.
Because everything else is like kind of like seafood and dishes I've never seen before. But I was like, yeah, what about that short rib? This thing only has it listed as $3 per ounce, and I was like, okay, well, the rest of them are like $20.
You ordered by the ounce, dude?
Yeah,
Holy
$3
shit, okay.
per ounce. And I was like, okay, that's not bad. What's the minimal ounces? What are the different ounces?
Oh God.
$25. 25 no, not 25. 25 ounces is the minimum.
Wait,
so
what? Why?
3 times $25 is $75.
Why do they have a minimum? Why do they even give you by the ounce pricing if they're gonna be the minimum is $75, dude?
Exactly.
What the fuck?
That's how they lure you in. They're like,
And
oh
did you
yeah,
order
don't
it?
worry. So she ordered it. And I was like choking. I was like doing my math. I was like losing count. I was like, yeah, okay, this drink is $10. Oh, she wants a refill. This is another $10. This ounce steak thing, whatever, it's $75. And the numbers was adding up. My expectations was like, okay, I'm gonna be spending around maybe $200.
Holy shit! Okay.
And I was like, dude, Ruth Chris Steakhouse was the most I've spent previously, and that was $200 plus tip, which led it to like $250 or something,
Sure.
$240. And I was like, damn, that's the most. And I was like thinking, yeah, I'm gonna be spending around that much. Guess how much the bill was?
Okay, let me take a guess. Let me take a guess, dude. Let me take a guess. Did you guys get wine too?
No. I got beer, and she got like some non-alcoholic drink.
Okay.
Twice.
Okay. And you said you got 2 appetizers, 2 entrees, and your $75 thing, right?
Let's see. We got 5 dishes plus dessert. Okay. 2 desserts, by the way.
Okay.
So 2 desserts, 2 drinks, and then I ordered two beers.
Okay.
There's $10 a piece per beer.
What the fuck? Really?
Yeah,
okay.
dude.
Okay. Let me do the quick maths. Put the 0 down and then add. I'm gonna guess $350.
Close. Yeah, yeah, it's about that. It's $330. So then,
you're so
because
rich, dude.
I don't want to show them that I'm poor. Okay. So.
That's how. See, I don't like that. That's how places like this get you, dude. They make you believe you're not who you are, and then when you're in the mood, you feel the vibes of being rich. You're like, oh man, let me just spend even more, man. So what they make you do just from being there?
So here's the thing. People are giving around 20% tip. Okay. I calculated what 20% of $331 is, and I turned out to be $70 in tip.
No, dude, did you tip $70, bro?
Dude, I had to tip $70. I was looking to the left and the right of me, and these guys are wearing their Prada and their, I don't know, Coach and Gucci and Louis Vuittons, and here I am, rocking my my Ross shoes and
Rick was in the vibes, dude. He was in his rich bag, man.
Oh. So yeah, that's the most I've ever spent in my life on food.
I'm just gonna be single for the rest of my life, dude. That fucking $400 meal once a year. This is not worth it, dude. What the fuck?
Yep. I admit it was pretty good.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
$400 for that's a really, really, really steep standard. I think it would have been better if we just ordered like 2 dishes instead of the 5.
Sure.
Because she did say like it was the best oysters that she ever had, and they were like $25 or something for 5 oysters. 5 little oysters for $25.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. Did you even get one of those oysters, dude? Well, you don't really like that shit, huh?
Oysters, nah. But I don't know. I was like, next time we're just gonna like kind of hold out and just. I did like the beef tartare, and I'm not like too keen on that stuff, but that was pretty good stuff. Like the food, A+ guaranteed. But the price, Jesus, man, just be prepared to be one of those people on Skid Row and asking.
Shut the fuck up, dude. You're like fucking out there sitting on the side of the street. He's like, "Oh, what happened to you, man? What brings you here? What's your life story?" I just had one meal, man. One meal at this fucking.
Where at?
What's that sounds like a fucking place that you're gonna spend $400 for 4 people or for 2 people on, man. Holy shit, dude.
Yep.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
So,
but you know what? Some of that stuff that you can only get at expensive ass restaurants is actually good. Like you said, that beef tartare, like from Marnelli, those oysters. It's super worth it for that price, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I'd say, definitely worth it for that price.
For me, it's I don't know if you've ever heard of a foie gras, but it's baby duck liver, and what they do is they force. I think it's illegal even here in California to have, right? Because it's considered animal cruelty. Because what they do is they force feed these baby ducks so that their liver gets really, really, really fatty.
Damn.
And then when it's basically like tartare, you spread it on like a piece of bread or something. But bros, if it's not the best thing you can fucking eat in your life, it's meat butter basically, dude.
I bet. Where do you get that at?
So I've had it in Colorado, in Denver, and in Arizona. Maybe I'm trying to think if I've had it in LA or if it was tartare in LA. But dude, it tastes so rich. It's really just meat butter, dude. It's just the greatest, man. Damn. I feel completely bad for eating it. If I told my sister about it, she'd probably have a heart attack, dude, because she's a vegan, Just, the way they make this stuff is so inhumane, but it's goddamn if it doesn't taste good, dude. And that stuff for like a little, barely one of those things that you get a ranch in, you know what I mean? That's how much you get of it. That itself costs like $20 too. So
oh yeah,
some of those times,
and that's chump change to these people,
Shit, you're telling me. So sometimes it is worth it, man. Sometimes it's worth it. But yeah, R.I.P. dude. So what are you gonna eat for the rest of the week or for the rest of the month?
Oh, dude, I was getting some 3 taco combos recently, so I was just eating nothing but Jack in a Box for a while.
Wait, what's the deal now? 3 tacos and a drink for $2 or what?
It's $5 for 3 tacos, small fry and a drink.
Okay.
I was like, oh, can I get a 4 tacos? Like, nah. We only do 3 at a time. I was like, oh, all right. Turn down the curly fries then. Shit.
You gotta recoup, man. Yeah. Well, if anything, at least like, video games wise, it's been fucking slow. Like nothing's been coming out recently and you've been able to just concentrate on games that you already own, right?
Yep.
I mean, I think that's gonna end soon because Neo 2 comes out soon. Are you gonna play Animal Crossing?
Yes, I'm actually might pick that up. I think that's in March 20th.
Yeah. I think Neo is the first week of March.
Mm-hmm.
It was because it was supposed to come out after Final Fantasy VII Remake, but yeah, man, we'll get a turn here soon, and games will start coming out finally that we're interested in. But as for right now, you're still playing Breath of the Wild, dude?
Yeah, almost finished it. I did actually complete the trials
Mhm.
for
For the Master
unlocking
Sword?
the true potential of the Master Sword. The thing is, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
Mhm.
It was actually divided into 3 sections. So like I had to do like the first 12, and then I can kind of recuperate, and then the next, I don't know. I couldn't. I kept adding up, but basically,
What did it go up to?
yeah.
You said it went up to like 50 or something.
I don't remember now. It was like the first was like kind of. I think it was 12. The second was like 18.
Hmm.
The next one was like 24. So,
Okay, so there was like checkpoints
uh,
though.
well, it was like you completed that trial, and then it brings you back to your normal game. And then if you ever want to come back and start the second trial,
Okay.
so it was like morally divided, and which is pretty good because I was like, there's no way I can have the attention span to kind of not die, not get hit, kind of thing with no armor and go through all 40 something levels, you
Hmm.
know.
Hmm.
But actually, for that, I had to use a guide.
Oh
So
wow.
I was watching a lot of people and how they were not getting hit,
Hmm.
and there's like so many ways, and yeah, um, if I would have done it by myself, I think I would have spent maybe a week or two just doing it by myself because there's no way I
Holy
can
shit.
figure. People are like they were doing some crazy things with their gadgets, their tools, their bombs, and there's like a lot of tactics I didn't know about. I'm like, damn man, people are getting creative with the tools that they get from just the start of the game,
Hmm.
So yeah, I finally got the Master Sword, and I felt badass because I think this is only DLC too. So like your sword starts to glow and then makes like a sound effect, like a loud hit every
Hmm.
time you hit an enemy, and it's cool because I didn't know that you can actually like do projectiles with your Master Sword. So it
Oh,
all
you could
depends
charge
on.
it and do like a blade beam type thing.
Yeah, like you can do like slashes that like fly in the air kind of thing,
Okay. Okay.
which is pretty cool. But yeah, so I ended up getting that. I was unlocking. My nephew let me borrow his amiibo cards,
Uh huh.
and holy crap, he has a lot. But I ended up getting one of the costumes from, I guess, Twilight,
Okay.
Legend of Zelda Twilight. I never played that game, and I really wanted to, but yeah, I got his costume piece, and so rocking that. So I'm like preparing for the final battle, and basically I beat kind of everything. I'm just there's like a lot of side quests that I'm missing, but
Hmm.
some I can skip. I did the majority of the main ones that I thought were important, but right now I'm like right before. I think I'm right before Ganon. So
Hmm. So you
and
did all of those like I don't know. You have all the heart pieces and your stamina's maxed out already too.
no, so I have. I think it goes up to 30 hearts.
Okay.
I am at 18.
Okay.
And I think that's good enough.
Hmm.
Like from especially with the I have Master Sword because a lot of people beat the game without unlocking the potential of the Master Sword because it's DLC. It was DLC,
Uh huh.
um, so the weapon was much weaker. And then since I actually did that trial, it made it like crazy powerful. So I'm like killing everything really fast. So I'm pretty sure I can just beat the game right now with the Master Sword or my current level.
Hmm.
And then there's a DLC that I thought I didn't know like it was DLC, but Zelda basically she's like telling me to do something on the side, and then I was like okay, and I go to this where you start the game basically,
Uh huh.
and she gives you or not she it's another trial, and you get this weapon. This weapon basically depletes your health all the way down to like 1/4 of a heart
What the fuck?
thing.
Why? Okay.
So you can't use healing. You can't change anything. And the reason why it drains your health all the way to that point is because this weapon is capable of one shot killing. So
Uh.
That's the trade-off. But the trade-off is like you only can use it 2 times at a time, and then you kind of have to let it charge and then do it again, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But you still have, you're like still, you can die by bees or something like that. You can die by, dude.
Because you
it
just
was
have
upset
that
because-
1/4 heart.
Yeah, dude, I was upset actually because I just started it and I'm not gonna do it. You know, I'm gonna actually just go beat the game. But I started it just to see what it is, and I was like killing everything. You know, dodging bees, dodging everything, dodging arrows, killing all the enemies. I wiped out all the enemies in that area, in that little area, and I was like, all right, perfect. I turn the corner and I run into spikes and I die. And I was so pissed. I like turned off the game and I went to go
Killing all the enemies, dude. It's just the fucking spikes that kill you.
Yeah, because the enemy set up spikes like in the grass, and then you know it's really visible. You really can't. But you know, like I don't know, my peripheral wasn't on par or something because I was looking up in the sky and I was running forward, and I like ran into it, and then I was like, okay, this is it, and I turned it off. I was like, I'm gonna go get food right now. And I was like, yeah, I don't think
salty,
I need that weapon.
That's
yeah,
fucking
dude, I
funny.
was super salty. I was like, this is bullshit.
But that's kind of cool though. I like it when games do that, where it's like, you know, DLC comes out after the fact, after the full game's been out for a while. So if you jump on the game later, it seems pretty seamless that this DLC is in there, even though it's like, you know, not in there for the original game. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, my nephew was like saying they release this so they can make your experience for players to like, I guess more easier to navigate and do, you know, like, so for example, I didn't know this, but there's like a horse saddle that you can get, and it was very painful to when you teleport across the map, you don't take your horse with you. You know, so painful because then you have to go to a stable, you have to actually travel to a stable and, you know, call back your horse. And it was a painful process, but then this DLC, you know, they added it in and it's like seamless. It's like as if it's part of the game, and you get it and actually you just whistle and your horse teleports to you.
Okay.
You know, and I was like, oh, this is completely made life so much easier.
Yeah.
And then they have the Master Sword too, where it becomes stronger. And I was like, damn, dude. Yeah, I think this is all I need is just this Master Sword. So they added a lot of improvements to the game, you know.
Dude, you know what that sounds like? It sounds like The Witcher 3, which I started playing, dude. So just real quick with the horse. Roach is fucking everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Like I'll do something and I'll ride somewhere on Roach, right? And then I'll just see a guy shoot an arrow at me. So I'll jump off Roach and then I'll go fight the guys, and then I'll see something else, so I'll run over there. And I see something else, so I run over there. I'm completely somewhere else from where I started with Roach, and I'll whistle. Roach is standing right next to me the whole time, dude. I'm like, wait, where the fuck? Where did you come from, dude? You know what I'm saying?
He's a shadow.
Exactly. So it's kind of funny that, I don't know, that Witcher 3, that's just a built-in thing. But in, I guess, Zelda, they wanted to make it so realistic where it's like, oh, you fast travel? Nope, you didn't take your horse to fast travel. You got to get a new one.
Exactly. And you have to like, check in your horse, and they're like, okay, we have to board your horse that you left way over there. And you're like, oh, damn it. So you have to go through. It was a painful process. But then they're like, you know what? Let's just remove that mechanic in the game. And holy crap, it's so much useful because literally the game is completely, I think it's way bigger than Witcher maps. And Witcher map is really crazy huge, you know. So yeah, both games are huge or crazy.
Yeah
Huge.
On Witcher 3, I'm just on the first part. Well, no, I passed the first part. Spoiler alert for those who haven't played Witcher 3. Yennefer found me at the end. I finished killing the griffin or whatever it was, and I met the Emperor, and he explained why I have to find Ciri and all that stuff, basically, right? So that's the part I'm at. I think I just found out where I need to go start searching for Ciri at. One of them is I need to find Triss. And so that's gonna be an awkward conversation, dude. It's actually gonna be crazy. I'm looking forward to talking to her again in Witcher 3. It's gonna be great. But yeah, so far. So you gotta tell me, man, how you played Witcher 3. Did you have it mark on the map for you where points of interest are? Like the question marks on the map?
I don't remember. I does it automatically mark your point of interest on the game?
Yeah, so I think it's a setting that I turned on. And I might turn it off. Well, no, I might leave it on because it's gonna save me so much time.
Oh
Because
yeah, because like the whole entire game, you're like, okay, you already know where your point of interest is,
Mhm.
but then there's going to be a lot of things in the middle, like
Yeah,
the like, oh, I need help, and then you go that way, and then you're like, oh, I need help over here, and then you think there's times when I got confused actually. I thought that well, I was doing the main quest and it was
mhm.
actually a side quest completely, and I was like,
Yeah,
holy shit, if I didn't have that tracker, I think, yeah, dude, I would completely get lost.
yeah. So, and that's the thing for me is like, yeah, they mark points of interest on the map for you that are like question marks. So I don't know if that's a setting that I already had just turned on, right? And it's
Mm.
pretty helpful. It showed me where maybe monster nests are or points of power, so I can get some um, inspiration points or points to level up my character or level up Geralt. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you can turn that off, I think.
But there was also places that weren't marked on the map. Like you said, I would just ride by, and this guy's like, "Oh, you gotta help me. Something ate my horse." You know what I
And
mean?
then it will show up on the map. Yep.
Yeah. So it's kind of wild. And so I'm playing Witcher 3 now, and then I said last week I wasn't gonna play Witcher 3 until I played through the other path of Witcher 2 and saw what the other side was like, just in case I wanted to take that save through. But I think I'm gonna stay with the original one. And man, Witcher 3 is just a fucking gorgeous game, man.
Dude.
It's so great.
Dude, yes. Yep. And remember that time when I stopped playing Witcher? I
Uh,
think it was a couple years ago. And then I told you, I was like, yeah, I got to get back into it.
mhm.
I'm almost done. I'm almost done. From that point, when I said I was almost done, I was only fucking maybe 60% done of the game. That game has a rich, very, very rich story.
And I
Oh,
think I know what you mean, right? Because, like I said, I'm in the start of the game, and Yennefer tells me I have to start looking for Ciri in 3 places, right?
mhm.
So was it you searched the 2 places and you had an idea of where she was, and that's where you thought you were almost done with the game? Or did something else happen
Um,
that you don't want to tell me?
yeah, I think it's probably after that. Like I'm like closer and closer,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, okay, I think this is it. And then there's like, I think another war is going on, and it's just so many things. And then yeah, I thought I was done, and then she was like, oh yeah, okay, your main goal is not complete, really.
Yeah.
There's actually this huge ass story after it. So yeah, you'll see. You think you're
Dude,
done,
it's,
and
I'll tell you right now. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look at my Steam right now. I spent 42 hours on The Witcher, 69 hours on The Witcher 2. So if I keep on going at this rate, I'm about to spend 100 hours, dude, on The Witcher 3.
oh, hands down, you're gonna spend almost 150 hours, I think.
Crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Crazy. And I still feel like out of all the things I did in that first, I guess it's not split up into chapters really in The Witcher 3, but in that first area, like the beginning area where you have to hunt that griffin,
Mm.
I feel like I missed something. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was about to finish Witcher 2 the second time, I went into a wiki real quick and saw, oh, did I do everything? And there was missions that I missed or side quests that I completely missed. I was like, what the fuck? I spent 69 hours on this game. You're telling me out of those 69 hours, I missed something? I didn't turn one corner? Or I missed talking to one NPC? So that still baffles me, man.
I think there might be time differences too. Like
Mm-hmm.
if the
A day or
NPC
night.
might show
Yeah.
up at night. I don't remember. All I remember was I was on my I told myself, I was like, don't really focus on the side quest, just focus on the main mission, the
Mm-hmm.
objective. And then, but then when you're traveling, there's so many side quests that like people are asking for help, and it's pretty interesting to actually do it. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like you're gonna miss a lot of things, I think.
Yeah,
If without a guide, especially there's some that like you won't
dude.
really explore on your own until you're like, oh shit, someone else said there's a hidden cave down here somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. See,
So
that's what's gonna kill me though, is because I am gonna spend those 100 hours right in my first playthrough, and then I'm gonna go onto a wiki or onto a game fact somewhere and just look to see if I'd missed anything. I'm gonna see all the stuff I missed, and I'm like, fuck, dude. I have to play this game again just so I can get the stuff I missed. You know what I'm saying? And it's a whole other 100 hours I gotta invest in this shit, man.
yeah, I would say play it as best as you can, because my favorite one. I think I was walking around town, and
Mm.
it was at night, like completely at night, and then I stumbled across a drunk guy, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, there's like scary monsters or something," and then turns out like I was like, "Okay, I'll go get rid of this monster," and it was actually a vampire, and he was hard as
Mm.
fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Mm-hmm.
like thinking, what if I didn't stumble across this drunk guy, like in
Mm.
the town? So yeah, it turned out to be another little quest. Yep.
Dude, yeah, man, it's gonna be crazy, but it's already such, I guess, a tone change. Like all of the side quests and missions you get, or at least I've gotten so far in Witcher 3, are so much more serious than all the other Witchers. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Hmm.
think I was telling you in Witcher 2, this guy was just asking me to collect a bunch of harpy feathers for him, right? And I got him all these feathers, and uh, the payoff on what he uses all these feathers for in the end is just some crazy bullshit, right? It's not even anything too serious. Meanwhile, I think the first side quest I do in this game, it's like, I have to turn someone into the cops because he burned down this dwarf's thing because he's a racist or something like that. You know what I mean? It's like it gets so serious in The Witcher 3. I'm like, oh god, am I ready for this like really really serious game right now, dude? It's not me fucking around too much anymore. Like, well, I mean, Geralt is still like super sarcastic, right? He's always
Yep.
fucking around and everything like that. But everyone else just seems so down in the dumps. I think it's because they're in the middle of that war, right?
Yep.
So everybody's
Yep.
so serious. But
Yep.
it's just, I don't know. It's just so funny, like hearing you talk about um A Link to the Past or Link's Awakening. Wait, what's the one on
Breath of
fucking
the Wild.
Switch? No, Breath of the Wild.
Oh
I'm thinking about
yeah.
every other Zelda except for the one you're playing. Um, how similar that is to The Witcher. Do you feel that playing both games?
Yes. The only thing I think that is mainly
Oh,
different is
wait,
the story.
because that pisses me off too, dude. There's
Uh,
item durability in Witcher 3, man. Why? Why did they do
is
that,
there?
dude? Yeah, your
Oh
swords
yeah,
can
yeah, because you have to
break.
repair it. Yeah, I remember now. I
I'm so
totally
pissed, bro.
remember.
I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed. I was already upset because in the first Witcher, right?
Mm,
You had your bag, your inventory basically. And your bag's made up of squares, and then basically however many squares you had, that's how many items you could fit in your bag. And that was cool because I could estimate how much I would need whenever I started adventuring, right? Witcher 2, they added the weight system, kind of like Oblivion and Skyrim and shit like that, where if you picked up too much stuff that weighed too much, you couldn't go around anymore. You had to drop something, right? That was like the limit of your backpack. It's the
yep.
same thing in Witcher 3. But they made it worse to where now you have to repair shit. So you have to carry stuff to repair your items, or
Yep.
carry a spare sword just in case.
Yep.
And then,
I always carry 4 swords because generally I would say you would only need 2
mhm.
to do whatever quest, and then you can reach a checkpoint. But there later in the game, I actually like burn through all of my swords.
Dude,
So
yeah, it's going to be bad for me already. I can feel it. Um, And that just reminded me of you talking about how in Zelda, like your sword breaks after 5 hits. I was like, oh god, I don't even want to
Yep.
fight anything because I don't want to break my shit. You know, I'll find a good sword, but it's like I don't feel like I own it because I hope there's something like the Master Sword in Witcher 3. But what else did they add? Potions. You can't. How do I explain this? In Witcher 1 and Witcher 2,
Uh-huh.
let's say if you wanted to make a potion and it had 3 ingredients, right? And there's like 5 basic elements that are colors of the rainbow. So let's say a potion needed a red, blue, and a green element, right?
Mm.
There were multiple kinds of herbs that were green. There are multiple kinds of herbs that were blue, and there are multiple kinds of herbs that were red. So it was kind of easy to pick and make potions because you could get ingredients from everywhere, right? In Witcher 3, to make a potion, you have to have very specific ingredients. Like you have to have this root, you have to have this flour, you have to have this kind of grease or oil. And it's like, what, dude? So there's no flexibility at all in your potion making or in your alchemy. So that takes away a little bit as well. But after you mix and make the potion the first time, you don't ever have to do that again? Is that what I'm getting? Like when you rest, if you have alcohol, it just makes the potion automatically?
I think you rest, you get alcohol or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. But yeah, it makes it more easier.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't think I actually focused on crafting a lot.
Okay.
I barely actually focused on that stuff. I think I kept buying from like merchants, and then I kept using, what is the force field one?
Arden or something like that.
Argon. Yeah. Is it Gwen?
Or Quen?
Yeah,
or something?
Argon.
Yeah.
Either way, I used the force field, and then I would always go into battle, trying not to get hit. And then when I get hit, I would recast it back on me. So I didn't really have any, But then there's going to be a lot of boss fights and fights where they're going to hit you constantly, and you're going to have to heal. And then that's where, I couldn't really, I don't know, I didn't have the patience to go look for these plants and stuff. So I kept drinking alcohol to heal. And normal game, when you start the normal game, apparently you do heal by yourself out of battle. So other than that, I was using I forgot what I was using, some sort of like stats to heal too.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, in some ways, I think The Witcher 3 is taking a step back, like in the crafting. Because then it would get cool, too, in The Witcher 1 at least. If you use specific elements that were more compatible with each other, you could make a super potion or something, right? Or a potion that does what it's normally supposed to do, but it has added effects because you use these specific things. I mean, you never always had to, but it was cool when you did. So I think that's where it took a step back, is in the alchemy for sure. But where it took a step forward, man, is combat. 100%, dude. The combat in Witcher 3 is fucking amazing. Because not only do they have like a dodge roll, but they just have a quick dodge button where you just dodge real quick, and it is 100% accurate all the time, dude.
And then you slice their arm off when you're in the middle of dodging. Oh, man.
And the thing is, too, is like, you can cancel your attack animation with it. So it's not like Dark Souls or Bloodborne where if you attack, you're fucking committed to attacking, And if you miss and the enemy attacks you back, you're fucked. No, if I attack and miss and I see the enemy is going to attack me, I could press B, and in the middle of that slash, I'm jumping backwards. So that's kind of crazy, dude. That's kind of crazy. And so now I take every fight like I'm fucking the greatest in the world, dude. And I am, dude. I'm fucking Geralt. Who am I kidding?
Oh yeah,
right?
Dude.
So I don't know if you've ever seen one of the trailers for The Witcher 2, where it's this guy that jumps on a ship, freezes everybody, and he just runs up real quick, dodges an arrow that someone shoots at him. I'd treat every fight like that, because in every fight with bandits, there's always that one archer. So I run really fast and zigzags until he misses, and then I attack him, and then I just use Igni on all the other guys, light them on fire real quick, and slice them up. Dude,
Yep.
I just am the most bad. I don't know why people challenge me, to be honest, dude. I don't know. I don't know why. They see me killing a griffin out here. Why you want to fight Geralt like that, dude?
They think they're badass, so you got to show them. You got to teach them.
Butcher. I'm the Butcher of Blaviken, baby. But I mean, I could whatever the potions and stuff. Maybe I still have to figure it out, right? Maybe the fluidity or like the options that you have of making potions aren't that great, but the battle makes way more up for it. Like I used to watch YouTube videos while I played The Witcher, right? Or The Witcher 1 and Witcher 2, just because the combat was a little bit more slower paced. Fuck no, dude. Witcher 3, I'm in it to win it. My full concentration is on the game, man.
Oh yeah, times, and then you're gonna get more and more enemies attacking you at once.
Oh yeah, I can't.
It's gonna be great. Yeah, dude. I would say though there are like bombs and alchemy stuff that really like help the battle, turn the tides of the battle. So like, I think I was facing a dragon and I had a lot of bombs, and I was just throwing the bombs at him, and took down like 1/4 of his life, and then like that made the fight a lot more easier. So.
Oh, that's one thing that amazed me. Finishing Witcher 2 and going through the other path of the story is there's mysteries that you would never solve unless you played both sides. For example, in the climaxes of the game, or I guess in the beginning and the end of the game, there's just this dragon that attacks, that somehow the sorcerers can just control, right? You have no idea why. In my first playthrough, I just had no idea why. In my second playthrough, I find out who that dragon is and how come like she's always helping out the sorceresses. It's kind of crazy. I was like, wait, what? I just never imagined like what that dragon. I just thought that dragon was a mechanic just so that the sorceresses always won or something like that. But no, it had a point in the story, which was great the second time around. I hope there's nothing like that for Witcher 3. I'm saying that now, man.
You hope there's nothing like that?
I hope I don't miss out on something by making a choice.
Oh no, there's a lot of choices.
No, don't tell me that, dude. Don't tell me that. But do I miss out on one whole half of the story just because I make a choice?
I don't. I know for one, there's one, but I didn't really check the others. But there's a lot of choices you make in the game. And I know there's one because I had to actually look up where to go, kind of. And then they said that if I chose this would happen. And then if I didn't, this would happen. And then it goes off its own little branch. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Dude, see?
So I chose what my heart chose. So I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm going to have so many save files in this game, dude. I'm going to have to make like a post-it note and saying, okay, I made this save file because I wish you could name save files in these kinds of games,
Oh, I did. I think I have 15 saves.
Dude, okay, wait, you're gonna make me do this, dude. I don't want to do it now, but in Witcher 2, I probably have like 30 saves, dude.
Damn, dude.
For all different kinds of stuff, for different kinds of scenarios, man, for different choices. I'm so indecisive, dude. I don't know. Have you ever played Life is Strange? So in Life is Strange, you're this teenage girl who has, well, spoiler alert, in Life is Strange, there's this teenage girl who has powers to go back in time, right? Well, I guess rewind time, really. And it's like, what is the game called? Like The Walking Dead and shit like that, where you have to make choices with every discussion or whatever. So if you don't like the outcome of your discussion, you can rewind time and do the discussion all over again. But usually, what you pick the second time around is actually worse than what you initially picked. So you just go back and choose your initial choices in the first place, dude.
I actually did that a lot in Witcher 3. Because there are scenarios that actually you will have a timer, and then like
Mm-hmm.
it only gives you like 5 seconds to choose something, and
Shit.
you're like trying to recall the conversation, and like, oh shit, you pick one, and then it's like, oh, I'm disappointed in you, and I'm like,
Oh
oh
God.
fuck, and then here's the thing too, it's like I remember there's one that I rewinded like 4 times or something. It was
Oh God.
because it branched off so much, like you choose one answer and then you choose, the second one to be like, I don't know, B, option B.
Mm-hmm.
And then you chose the next one to be option A. And it's just like, it just keeps branching off. And then I was like, damn it, dude, I don't know if I'm choosing the right, for the right outcome.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes I had to actually like Google and like, okay, I want this to happen this way. What's the best options?
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, I kind of had to follow that.
God, dude, I'm gonna play this game 5 different times, man.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm never gonna finish The Witcher 3. This is the last game I ever played, dude.
I say just play, just keep going the way you want to go, and then save before each one, and then just keep going.
Yeah.
Because I rewinded it. I was like, I want to make sure I get this, and yeah, I had to use up guides and stuff because I was like, there's no way I would have gotten that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
damn, dude. If anything, too, I just love how the graphics have evolved, dude. I'm playing Witcher 3 on my computer, and it's gotta be hands down one of the most beautiful games I've ever played, dude.
yeah.
I think it's gonna be weird because, bro, we definitely gotta play Monster Hunter this week.
That's what I was saying.
The event's ending on Thursday, I think, dude. So
We got to get your Witcher skin.
yeah. We gotta get all that shit, dude. So we're gonna be playing this week, and I feel like my eyes are gonna hurt. My eyes are gonna hurt playing 30 frames per second game, dude.
It is, dude.
It's gonna be
Russ
crazy.
was saying like he doesn't understand how you went from PC to PS4 to play Monster Hunter. Like you could see it. I'm like, oh shit.
I think the worst one for me was I forgot what I was playing. I was playing a game on it might have been like what's that fucking game called? The one where you're in like Dubai or something?
Mhm.
Spec Ops: The Line. I played Spec Ops: The Line on my computer. That game is great. It's a cover shooter kind of game, third person. That game looks beautiful. And then I think I went to play Red Dead Redemption, and this game came out in like 2010 or something, forever ago. And then I went to play Red Dead Redemption 2 on my PS4. And I was like, oh my God, why does this game look so bad, dude? And the game was made like 10 years later, bro. It hurt my feelings. I was like, no, I don't want to be a fucking PC Master Race elitist, dude. Fuck. I don't want it. Ah, man. But yeah, no, good times. This is really the last game I'm going to play. It's, I don't know. I think I've had a lot of complaints about games recently.
Mhm.
And although I do have some for The Witcher 3, at least the gameplay is going to be some of the most fun I've had in a while.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially
because-
the story too.
Yeah. Because it is like Red Dead, where you're just riding around on your horse, except your horse isn't as temperamental. You know, I mean, of course, Roach gets tired, but you're kind of invincible. Like, I can run into trees and shit and to fences and stuff, and Roach will stop. In Red Dead Redemption, you run into a tree, you fucking fly off your horse, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's fun and fluid in, I guess, the ways to make the gameplay the easiest, right? And then the fact that it's open world as well, and then the combat is just so great, like we explained earlier. I think I'm gonna have a good time with this game, so it'll be good.
Yeah, and I think some of the skills like make you swing your sword faster, do extra combos and stuff like that.
I'm getting those for sure, dude.
Yeah,
Is there a
focused
parry?
on that in defense, huh?
Is there a parry? Because a big
Yes.
part of Witcher 2 was parrying, so
There is. I think you have to get it, unlock it. I'm not sure.
okay.
There is like especially like blocking arrows. You have to unlock that too.
Okay.
But other than that, yeah. I'm starting to see why I didn't use potions is
Mhm.
because one of the skills was healing me when I'm out of combat.
Oh, okay.
And then before I enter combat, I would place that defense thing, and then yeah. So that's why I barely drink
Gotcha.
potions. Well, here's the thing: I didn't know how to drink potions and make potions in the beginning of the game,
Oh,
so I was so confused. I was like, "How the fuck? I don't see any merchants to buy potions from. What do
oh
I
no, you
do?"
make them. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. So I was yeah, and then I just that's how I kept fighting
I don't
through the
know.
entire game.
I guess for me, it's because they emphasize potions so much in the first Witcher. Not so much in the second Witcher, but they do help a little bit. And then
Mhm.
in the third Witcher, I'm like, all right, dude, I got to see if potions are a must in this game, like number one. You know, I think it's just because I've had the background of using them. That's like,
Mhm.
okay, let me explore, how to do this stuff. Um, I will say that the potions over time in the Witcher games like degrade a lot, a lot. Like in the first Witcher game, you drink a potion, it lasts for a long time. I think it lasts like half a day in game.
Damn.
In Witcher 2 and 3, I think the potions last less than 10 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, like
So,
3 minutes, because it's like that's all you need to be in combat
for a
or something
battle,
like.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, yeah. So I don't know. It changes a lot. But maybe it's because of the new way that you make potions, like the economy of ingredients and stuff isn't there or anything like that. But we'll see. Like I've only spent maybe 4 or 5 hours on Witcher 3, so it's still early, but I'm already having a good time, dude. The most fun, at least gameplay wise. So we'll see how it goes, man. What's after Breath of the Wild for you?
The Link's Awakening.
Oh, that's right, the remake.
Yeah, yeah. Because I know I don't know, but I was like wondering if the game's connected.
Mm-hmm.
Because in Breath of the Wild, they're talking about how there was a warrior in the past, like 10,000 years ago, that fought Ganon, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, wait a minute, I'm that warrior, like so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like wondering, are they linked together? Link's
Wait,
Awakening,
are
is the
any
all the
are any
games
of them
linked?
are any of the Zelda games linked, dude?
I don't think so, but I saw like a title of a YouTube and it said we Link's, I forgot what that game is called. Something Awakening, or not
Yeah.
Awakening, Windward Sword, or one of those games was kind of linked. And then I was like, okay, I don't want to look into this because
Oh
I might
god,
spoil it.
dude. I know. That's
So
so many Zelda games you have to play, dude.
exactly. And I was like, damn it, if this is linked, I'm actually have to go back and
Play all of
look
them.
over it. Yeah, because I
R.I.P.
want to
man.
play them. Ah,
Yeah, I don't think I can even look forward to a next game. My next game is probably gonna be Final Fantasy VII Remake, dude. Honestly, with how long it's gonna take me to finish Witcher.
a month. If you start now,
Yeah,
which you did, you can finish it by March.
no, I'll be done by April 10 for sure. I'll be done by then, dude.
Yeah, because you might actually be rewinding your your
Oh yeah,
saves
that's
just
right.
like me.
That's right. Um, so yeah, man, it'll be a fun, I guess, month and a half or so. Um, what else is going on, dude? Nothing else is really going on. I don't think. Um, I told Rick maybe a month ago about this anime where these guys make Yelp reviews for brothels in a fantasy world.
Oh yeah, I need to check the anime out.
Crunchyroll was dubbing this anime and putting it on their streaming platforms like super fast after it would air in Japan. And after their episode last week, they totally canceled that shit, dude.
No, did they cancel it in
So
Japan or just
I've,
cancel it from
I
Crunchyroll?
I don't know. Here, talk about something. Let me search it real quick. See if there's a new episode today.
Yeah, search kissanime.brew. Are you?
Yeah,
I
definitely what I'm
wish I
doing.
could search these things, but I don't have a computer. My computer part is coming in Wednesday. Oh god, I hope it works because other than that, I'm gonna go crazy. I don't like. This has been a while since I didn't have a computer before. I might have to go and invest in a laptop or something.
Oh
Or
God,
maybe I
dude.
should build another computer, but I I can only have that confidence if I get my data back, honestly. Like I don't mind like building a new computer.
Okay. There is an episode 5, dude. So we're in, boys. They are coming out with more recent episodes.
Perfect.
But after watching that most recent one from last week, I understand why they took that shit off the air, man. It was kind of flagrant, dude. What they did. This I don't know. You think you've seen it all, right? In your life, you think you've seen the dark web a couple times. You've seen some crazy pictures on the internet. You think you've seen it all, you know? Nope. The internet never fails to surprise me, dude.
Oh yeah, they're getting confidence in expressing their true feelings, their true fantasies, and the companies is like, you know what, fuck it, let's just publish it.
Yeah.
And so that's why it exists.
There's an audience for everything, dude. But yeah, so that's pretty much. Well, I mean, what other anime is good right now? I'm really just waiting for fucking Attack on Titan to come back. The most recent manga volume just came out this past week, and shit's going down, dude. I think it's almost done.
Ooh.
So,
did you see the figure?
Oh yeah, the Levi figure. I don't know, dude. I think the most I'll do. So when I went to Japan, I bought the first issue ever of Attack on Titan. I think that's the most I'll do, dude. I don't know if I'll buy an actual figure.
Yeah.
If it's something small, maybe, but I don't know. Those guys have a lot of equipment. It'd have to be a big figure. What else is going on? Dude, I did not know the whole BioShock series was on PlayStation 4. That's pretty crazy.
Ooh.
I might have to play all those because it came out on PS Plus for free this month. So
all of them?
Yeah. So I might have to play that eventually. I played 1, didn't finish 1 because it was kind of scary. Infinite, I played through the whole thing and didn't like because of the ending. But I think now if they're all on PlayStation 4, running at 60 frames, I might run through them again, dude, just to see how they are. A VR game came out too, free on PlayStation Plus. So with the only person I know with VR, dude, you should pick it up.
Which game?
I think it's called Bravo Team or some shit like that. It's a shooter.
Yeah, I'll definitely pick it up. I am destroyed right now with my computer being down, and I've just been playing Breath of the Wild, and like, you'll never betray me, right?
Your Switch is always there for you, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, but you tell me who the real winner is. So PS Plus, we got BioShock, the entire series this month, right? Meanwhile, on Xbox Games Pass, they got Final Fantasy 15, dude. So who's the real winner?
I'd say BioShock.
Oh, damn, dude. The Final Fantasy hatred spews to this day, man. Crazy.
I liked it. I gave it an 8 out of 10.
Oh man! If they ever came out with that fixed ending one day, would you be down, dude?
Yeah, if they came out with that ending in the novel, I would actually replay it. I'll definitely replay it.
Like, what if they came out with a Final Fantasy 15 Royale, like they do with Persona 5, dude?
If it had everything in a solid ending, and yeah, I would probably pick it up because it was good, honestly. And I was looking at some of the clips today, and I was like, yeah, damn, this game was pretty good. You know, the gameplay was pretty good. Like the combat when he's like throwing your sword. I remember when I was like fighting somebody in the air, and even though I didn't need to be in the air for that long, it was just because I maxed out my teleporting stuff. So I was like flying in the air a lot, and which made it really cool, you know, like the trailers. But other than that, yeah, I think I was just sad that they changed the whole story and they took out a lot of things in the trailer from the trailer, like fighting Behemoth in the garage that wasn't there. Fighting all the soldiers on the steps that wasn't there. Running through exploding building while Yeah, they took that out. They took everything out, and I think did I tell? I don't know if I discussed this last podcast, but yeah, they're saying that the Kingdom Hearts ending DLC, the one that just came out,
Uh huh.
that developer was part of Final Fantasy 15, but it sounds like people are like theorizing that he might be incorporating his ideas because in the DLC, spoiler alert,
Oh,
there's a
Noctis
guy
is in it,
named
right?
no, so his name is Yorza or something
Okay.
like that, and Yorza, there's he like drops subtle hints of like he's like, yeah, this is not who I really am, kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
and this is not my real body, and they're like people are like going into deep analysis, like saying, oh yeah, because it's true, Yorza was supposed to be in that first game, that's the Final Fantasy Versus 13. That was supposed to be the game,
Oh, okay.
but they changed Noctis, aka this is not my real me, and he became Noctis in Final Fantasy 15.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the character, I forgot her name now, Luna Freya, and then the other girl. Yeah, it gets into deep detail, but basically it ends that DLC actually ends. So Sora beats Yorza,
Mm-hmm.
aka Noctis,
Uh-huh.
and then he goes back into he wakes up basically, and then he wakes up in the car in the limousine.
Wait. So you're telling me that there's a chance that Sora fixes Final Fantasy Versus 13?
Possibly
Oh
because
my
the
god.
director and so he wakes up in the limousine,
Mm-hmm.
and you play that frame by frame in the trailer from Versus 13, it's
Uh-huh.
exactly the same.
Oh god.
So
Why does Square do this, man? The Square
yeah,
just makes their shit overly like obtuse for no reason, man. Like
yeah,
I was just
exactly.
thinking about Final Fantasy 7, right? And how they made Dirge Cerberus, Crisis Core, and Advent Children, and how for no reason those stories are just too confusing, dude. Like they had no reason to be that confusing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It doesn't make any sense.
yeah. I think they're trying to play off of like, I don't know, conspiracy theory kind of
Yeah.
thing, and
But
you
we already
know,
have Metal Gear, dude. We don't have to have that in Final Fantasy, dude. It's
exactly.
fine.
I'm like, you already scrapped 13, like Versus 13. Why are you trying to bring it back?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
if you are, bring it back as a full game, not these little subtle
As
hints
like a
and
Kingdom Hearts
yeah,
a Kingdom Hearts DLC versus that'd be crazy, bro.
exactly. I'm like,
How mad would you
if
be? And it's just through the eyes of Sora. You just see everything in versus 13, but you're Sora
yeah,
still.
you're trying to save his world. I'm like, oh my god.
That's fucking horrible, dude. But yeah, man, I think that's it. Um, there was some VR games that looked pretty good. I saw recently.
VR Cannon Joe?
Yeah, that and what the fuck was it? Oh, there's a. I'm blanking. I'm blanking on the name.
Super hot.
Zombies. It's one of the Walking Dead. Walking Dead came out with a VR game recently, and it looks pretty good.
I don't know. Is it the same characters in the movie or the show cast?
No, it's just you. It's just you, but you're in the Walking Dead world, so it looks kind of cool. One of the cool things I saw was this guy, like a zombie was walking up to him, and he held the zombie back with one hand, and he got his gun with the other, and aimed it at the zombie's head and shot it in the head, and just threw
Oh,
the
that's
zombie
cool.
away. So that was pretty sick. Um,
They should have
so
Nemesis chasing you.
no, I think that's the most stress. That's the one thing I don't like about Resident Evil 2 remake, dude. Is there's that part where you can't, because I like to take my time. I don't want to go through every room and search every nook and cranny of that room. If I have fucking Mr. X chasing my ass around, fuck no, dude. Um, and then Grand Theft Auto 5, I saw recently, someone made a mod where you could play that in VR. So that's insane too, dude. You should see if you could do it. Oh, fuck. Too soon. I'm sorry, dude. Never mind. Forget what I said. Anyways, I think that is it for us this week. Unless you got any other game news?
I do. I usually have a billion. And then when we're done the podcast, I forget it all.
Dude.
Yeah.
I saw this crazy. I have to send you this screenshot, dude. There's a Final Fantasy VII Remake screenshot of the whole crew on the bridge right before they're about to leave Midgard.
Yep.
Dude, I made it my background so quick, man.
I was about to make it my phone background, actually.
Dude, no, yeah, it's my whole fucking computer. I made it do the span where it's both my fucking monitors, dude. I fucking can't wait for this game. But yeah, that is it for us this week. We'll see you guys next week, hopefully in better health. But first, Rick, you got a question?
Speaking of health, would you, if you could, go to Japan if they offered you to go to Japan right now?
Yes, I would right now. For how long?
For a week.
Yeah, worth it still. I would go, dude. Why? What's going on this week?
Oh no, I'm just wondering, like, because people are, yeah.
Oh, don't tell me that, dude. No. Okay, guys, we'll see you next week. No coronaviruses for us. Peace.